What are the fishing regulations in Canada? If you are curious about fishing regulations in Canada, you are in for a treat. Canada is home to some of the best fishing destinations in the world, and understanding the rules is essential for a successful trip. Fishing regulations are put in place to protect fish populations and ensure sustainable practices. These rules can vary significantly from one province or territory to another, reflecting the diverse fish species and habitats found across the country. First, let's talk about some general fishing rules. Angling is defined as fishing with a line held in the hand or attached to a rod that is closely attended. Daily catch limits are common, specifying the maximum number of fish an angler may keep each day. For instance, in Ontario, the daily limit for trout and salmon species is usually 2 fish, but there are additional restrictions based on specific species. Size limits are also important. Certain fish must be released if they are below or above designated lengths. This helps protect juvenile and breeding fish. When it comes to bait and lures, regulations can differ by area. Some waters do not allow live or dead bait to prevent the spread of invasive species. However, artificial lures like flies, spoons, and plugs are generally permitted. Seasonal closures are in place to protect fish during spawning periods or when populations are vulnerable. Now let's look at some specific examples from different regions. In Ontario, fishing regulations are detailed and vary by species and fishing zones. For example, in Fishing Management Zone 6, which includes Lake Nipigon, the lake trout fishing season is open year-round. Sport license holders can keep 2 lake trout per day, while conservation license holders can keep 1, with no minimum size limit. Additionally, there are fish sanctuaries where fishing is prohibited to protect sensitive populations. Moving to British Columbia, the freshwater fishing regulations cover species like char, including bull trout and lake trout. Certain rivers and streams have fishing closures to protect spawning fish, such as the Tsitika and Heber rivers. In some areas, bait bans are enforced during specific periods to minimize environmental impact. Regional variations exist, especially on Vancouver Island and the Lower Mainland, reflecting local ecosystems. For practical applications, always check the latest provincial or territorial fishing regulations before heading out. Rules can change annually or seasonally, so staying informed is key. Make sure to obtain the appropriate fishing license for the region and type of fishing you plan to do, whether it is sport or conservation. Using the right gear and following bait restrictions is crucial to comply with regulations and protect fish populations. Respecting catch limits and size restrictions is essential to support fish conservation and ensure future fishing opportunities. Be aware of protected areas and fish sanctuaries where fishing is not allowed. Practicing catch and releases techniques when required or when fish do not meet legal size limits is a responsible choice. In Canada, fishing regulations balance the joy of recreational fishing with the health of fish populations. These rules help maintain diverse and abundant fish communities across the country's varied freshwater ecosystems, ensuring that both anglers and fish can thrive together.